And welcome everybody. And thank you so much for coming on, because it's really nice to do these with my friends.
Yeah.
With our friends.
And I have to tell you that on Saturday, Leanne and I did Bren Watt's Global Bars Day, and we swapped bars 3 times. And at the end of the day, I was just like, and then yesterday we did advanced body work, and I tell you what, it's just made such a huge difference. I didn't realize how stressed out I was getting, because I got really stressed out. I had my grandson staying, I had stuff going on with my son, and then this friend of mine whose daughter died just recently. It's just been, you just don't realize how much you get all stressed out with it. So I tell you what, the bars is a really phenomenal tool. So right now, would you like to take your awareness and expand right out into the universe?
Yeah.
Down into the earth, and push down the walls and barriers. Push down those walls and barriers and go right out, even past this universe, into all more universes. Keep going in all directions and start pulling energy from all the molecules all around you, through your body and through your being, and into your universe and through your universe. Actually, I want to ask, what financial reality would you like to create? What if money was not the problem? What if it was receiving was the problem?
Yes.
What if receiving was the problem? So would you be willing to start to push down your walls and barriers and ask, and let's start receiving more? Because it isn't about what you do that brings money. Have you got your 10% going? Do you contribute to your 10%? Or have you been sneaking out of your 10% account? And I've done that before, and that doesn't work either. So now I'm totally committed to my 10% account. And actually, I want to share with you a fabulous, well, I think it's going to be fabulous. I've just got this book. I sent for it from Amazon.com. During lockdown, and it's taken this long to come, and it's just arrived, and it's called Profit. And I think it's going to be a good book.
Let me get my pen and paper.
It's called Profit First. Hello. Where's everybody? I just put the recording on pause. What?
Paper.
Which book have you got?
Oh no, it's just, for me, it's just a pad to write in.
Okay. Well, I would say your first book actually is Money Is Not the Problem. Have you got that book?
No.
Money Is Not the Problem, You Are. I've just ordered a whole lot from the UK, but you can purchase it from Book Depository. You can get that one from Book Depository or fishpond.com. The other book that I recommend, but get your money book first.
Yeah.
And then when you've got that, you need to study that for about a year or 2 years. And you don't study it constantly, but have it by your bed and keep picking it up and rereading it. And then this is the other book that I am studying now. And I'm loving it. This is really taking me into the next reality. What is my financial reality? Where is it, and how do I find it? So this one here, darling, Profit First, You can get it, but my recommendation is to get those other two. And I'll read this first, and if I think it's going to be of value to you, I'll let you know.
Thank you. Who's the author of Money Is Not the Problem, or it should just show up?
It's Gary Douglas and Dr. Dane here. So those are Access Consciousness books.
Oh, okay.
These two are Access Consciousness books. They're the best books on the planet about money.
And they're from Gary Douglas as well.
This one here and the money book are both Gary Douglas. Gary's written a huge amount of books. Hi, Waveney.
Perfect.
He's written a lot, and these these are two books that will get you going. So this is the other book. Camille, welcome, neighbour.
Thank you.
This is Tina.
Hi, Tina.
Chrissie.
Hi, Chrissie.
So this book here, Camille, have you got this one?
No, I don't. No, I do not.
And truly, this is your next book after Money Is Not the Problem book.
Okay.
Keep reading. You've got your Money Is Not the Problem book, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is your next one, and I just cannot recommend both of those books enough.
That's good.
And this one here is one I've been referring to all the way through Expand Your Beings and taking a lot of things out of it. But I'm really studying this, and I use a lot of the processes. So one of the processes you can use is, and you probably won't, but honestly, commit to it. Commit to doing these processes, and they will change things for you. One is, what energy, space, and consciousness can I be that would allow me to have more money than God with total ease? Or what energy, space, and consciousness can my body and I be that would allow me to have more money than God with total ease? And everything that doesn't allow that, times a gazillion will get strong credit, please. Right, wrong, good.
Yeah.
So Tina. That is, those are access consciousness clearings, and then it's followed by the clearing statement, which I'm sure Kim will explain to you, or we can send you a link to the clearing statement where you can find out what the clearing statement is. Another tool, by the way, you guys. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys and beyonds. If you learn it off by heart, and then just throughout the day, use it. Just say right and wrong, just everything that is right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine, shorts, boys and beyonds. Because what you're wanting to do is clear energies. It's about changing energies, and sometimes we pick up energies and we know that they're not ours. And, you know, throughout that time, actually, I didn't use it. When I had my grandson staying, I was like, whew, yeah, you're kind of like puzzled. How can I enthuse him? How can I inspire him? And you sort of give up because you don't want to push these kids into learning stuff. Do you know what I'm talking about, Waverly? And then when his father and his mother came, and all of that was just another scene, and you know, it's amazing how much it affects you and your body. And I don't think I realized how stressed I was until I got my bars run on Saturday. And I went, oh God, this feels so good. And I felt so good. I couldn't even sleep on Saturday night. I was just, well, actually it was Sunday night. Was it Sunday night? Saturday night? Whatever. No, it was Sunday night. We ran bars all day on Sunday. We ran bars for each other. Amazing. And it also makes you realize how much you get cluttered up with all this clog in your head. Yeah. Okay, so does anybody want to ask me any questions about that?
So, like, sometimes I get an overwhelm. Is that just a great, and I can't even necessarily identify the overwhelm, because there's so much that's overwhelming.
Yeah.
And can you just say like all that is? I
Yes.
just to use that
Yes.
use that as a starting point to kind of unravel.
Yes, you can.
Is that, yeah, so I just don't, yeah, thank you.
So
And then-
all that is, everything that is, and then go right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. So Tina, do you want to ask any questions about this? Because you're very welcome to.
Oh, thank you. No, I'm just listening.
Okay.
Nodding my head every now and then, which I'm really surprised at.
What did you say?
And I'm nodding my head here, and I'm really surprised at that.
I've got a question.
Yes, Waveney.
When I was listening to Dane here, he was saying POC and pod, so it doesn't matter which way you
No.
does it?
No, it doesn't. You can say POC and pod. POC and pod is the fast. That's kind of like the abbreviated version of the abbreviated version. Because even right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds is an abbreviation of a huge amounts of energies.
Mm.
POC and pods, POC stands for point of creation. Pod stands for point of destruction of the thoughts, feelings and emotions immediately preceding when you decided to have such a thought. And it will undo it. And it works. And anytime you know that you're thinking a thought that is a limitation, you can just go, oh, POC and pod all that. POC and pod it. And just remember that you're clearing a huge forest of thoughts. But it's amazing how it works. And so does the bars. The bars clears you too. Continues to clear and clear and clear and clear. And it's clearing huge amounts of limitations. And you can choose a much greater life or choose more than what you ever thought before. And really it is about choice. And nobody has ever taught us that everything is choice.
Mm.
Where we are today, right now, is because of the choices that we've chosen in the past. So that's why we often say, you know, what would you like to choose today that you've never thought of choosing? Or you could even ask, what am I not choosing that if I chose it would open up my world, open up my life? What am I not choosing? Could I choose that even if I don't know what it is? And I quite often look at maybe people like Dane here or Simone Millicis or even Gary. I look at Gary and I go, what has he chosen that I haven't chosen? What if I could choose that too? Oh, Robs. Can't get in. What am I, yeah, what is he choosing that if I chose it? What could I choose? And then I go, oh, wow, that might be too much. And I look at Dane and I ask, what is he choosing that I haven't chosen? And I actually said to Dane once, because, you know, he just started doing Access and he started creating classes and he came out. I remember him coming to New Zealand and being in Pam Silk's lounge. And we had probably about 20 people doing a foundation class there that Dane came and facilitated. And that was in his early days. And he just kind of, obviously working with Gary has been a huge contribution for him to be working with Gary. But what did he choose that actually allowed him to create that? So when I asked him, what did you choose? And he said, I chose to do the Access tools, to use the Access tools. So I remember him saying at the foundation class, when he first learned about all of life comes to me with ease, joy and glory. Do any of you know that? All of life comes to me with ease, joy and glory. He started saying it 100 times a day, not 10 times in the morning and 10 times at night. He would say it for days and days. All of life comes to me with ease, joy and glory. He's over the top. He does everything to extreme. But why not? Because it doesn't doesn't cost anything to say all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. You know, another amazing tool which I use a lot is I don't want money. Now, why would you say I don't want money? Does anybody understand that? Because the word want means to lack, right? And when you say I don't want something, you're saying I don't lack of it. And I have used it with amazing results. I don't want money, I don't want money, I don't want money. And I've given it to people who have been desperate with money. And I've said to them, run it, say it, say it, say it, say it, say it, say it, for days and days and days and days. And then all of a sudden money comes from odd places. It's a really good way to kind of kickstart if you've come to a flat line with your money, especially if you're not working in a job where you have got the continuous money coming in. And that's the other thing I ask for too, is universe, could I have a continuous flow of money, please? Universe, could you bring me a continuous flow of money? And the other thing I've got on my fridge, which I'm just going to get off there, is this one. Oh, actually, I'll get you all of these ones. So when I go to the fridge, I read these. So how many revenue streams could we come up with right now that are not based on the internet? Now, you don't have to have it not based on the internet, but I've got revenue streams that are based on the internet. So what about some that are not based on the internet? So I'm asking for those. Or you could just ask for how many revenue streams can I come up with right now? And you don't answer it, of course, you're just asking it, and then you'll get awarenesses. The questions create awarenesses. Hello, Karen. What could I ask now? This is really cool. I like this. I might send this out as a gold gem. G'day, Karen.
Hello.
So what could I ask for? What could I create? What could I receive that would create a greater future?
Can you say that again, darling?
What could I ask for? What could I create? What could I receive that would create a greater future? And then this other one is, how many revenue streams could we come up with today? How many revenue streams could we come up with today? So one of the things about this book here, so Karen, I've just been telling people, this book, have you got Money Is Not the Problem book?
It hasn't arrived yet.
It's on its way. Okay, so that is an amazing book. And what I've been telling the girls is that's a book you want to study for a year. Like, I still go back and read that book, by the way. And that's one of the fun things of doing classes. So I'm just creating a class. I'm creating a Kick-Ass Money Basics class. Kimmy, because Kimmy knows that one.
Yay, that's awesome.
And it's
Such a good class.
but it's not going to be online, it's going to be local. And I'm hoping to pull on people that haven't done any access so that they can find out some tools. And it's going to be, it's based on Money Is Not the Problem, You Are book. This book is the next one after the Money Is Not the Problem book. So Money Is Not the Problem book, read it. Just put it by your bed and pick it up and read it. One of the things that he says in that book is that money is everywhere. And nobody's ever told us that. Even just that, just yourself, just thinking to yourself, money is everywhere. And how can I get it into my bank account?
Gold is everywhere.
And what's that?
Gold is everywhere.
Gold is everywhere. And ask also, you know what, how can I multiply my income by 3 or 10? Could I increase my income by 10 times? How can I do that? Or what would it take? And ask for more cash. universe, could you bring me some more cash, please? Because cash is different to money. Cash is what you play with. Money is what goes in your bank account, and you use it to pay your bills. And what if you could have way more money than it takes to pay your bills? Because one of the things that I discovered in having a session with Gary Douglas is that I had misidentified wealth as having enough money to pay the bills. And so when I was asking for wealth, I was asking for more bills. Wow, that was a real eye-opener when I discovered that. So anywhere, any one of us are doing that, would you destroy and uncreate that, please? Yes. Everywhere you've misidentified and misapplied that wealth is having enough money to pay the bills, would you destroy and uncreate that?
Yeah.
Yes. Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, good, and short, me, yours. And this is a class we might do sometime on choosing wealth, because no one's ever taught us to choose to be rich or wealthy. And if you don't choose it, it's not going to ever happen. We have the point, we think that because people are rich, it's because there's, you know, they're lucky, or, you know, let me ask you, why do you think some people are richer than others?
They work harder.
Man, they work harder.
They work smarter.
And they work smarter.
They can because they think they can.
They can because they think they can.
Catch Me If You Can. What a great movie.
Oh, did you watch it, Karen?
Yes.
I watched it with James too. He just loved it.
What was that one again?
I knew that story from a long time ago. And on Radio Rima had a program that used to have stuff like that. And I had an audio recording of him actually speaking. And I'm sure he was a black guy, the actual guy.
Was he?
Well, that's what he sounded like.
Right.
And interesting, they made him white in the movie, but...
Oh, well, Leonardo DiCaprio is so gorgeous, dressed up as a pilot, isn't he?
At 19 or 17 or whatever he was.
Yeah, he was so young.
I loved when he went into the classroom and just became the teacher.
I know. It's a great movie, by the way, if you haven't watched
I
it.
was a student and ended
What's it called?
Catch Me If You Can.
Catch Me If You Can.
Yes.
And that's the thing about that movie is it's all about the energy that he beat.
He paid back the $4 million, you know.
Did he?
Yep. That's the other thing that the movie didn't cover, but he actually paid back all the money.
Wow.
It was all to do with forging checks. He became so expert at it.
He started to work for the FBI, but we're not going to tell you that. So just, yeah, it's a great movie. You can get it on Netflix. But it's just when you watch it, have a look at the energy that is being, and that's the energy that we can choose to be. That it's not about us forging checks or anything, but really it's the energy that you be that creates your future, that creates what you're choosing.
I want money to come to me effortlessly without having to work hard.
That's the best way for it to come, by the way.
Yes.
But how can you ask for that?
Exactly.
What question could you ask?
How can I create?
What would it take?
No, how can I receive money effortlessly with ease, joy and glory?
Yes. And what would it take question is a good one.
What would it take?
What would it take for money to come to me with ease, joy and glory?
Yes.
What would it take for my income to double and triple? And also that question about the future, this one.
And about fun, because what I get from is that life is fun. That's their main goal, is to have fun.
Have fun, yeah.
Can I just share a little thing?
What would it take to have fun?
So I've still been working with Mum and Dad, and they so look forward to me. We do the Ease, Joy and Glory. every night. And last night, I said to them, man, you guys are amazing. You're just like, you know, you're remembering it. And Dad said, we look forward to doing our Ease, Joy and Glory sessions. And they're having so much fun.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
my awareness around that mantra, they call it their mantra, don't they?
Yeah.
Is that, you know, that comparison they do between life and living?
Yes.
That actually, why isn't it all of living comes to me with ease, joy and glory, not all of life?
Mm.
Ah,
Don't have an answer for you. One of the things that what Karen's talking about is how, I think it's Gary or Dane, talk about how we always talk about living rather than life, because life itself is a completion and living is an ongoing creation. And what she's asking for is the mantra of access is all of life comes to me with ease, joy and glory. And why don't we say all of living comes to me with ease, joy and glory?
It actually flows really well. All of living comes to me with ease, joy and
Why
glory.
don't you try it and see what shows up?
Well, actually, what showed up, as I got this awareness, I was walking along the road and I thought, actually, why isn't it all of living? And I looked down at the blimmin' gutter and there was 20 cents.
Yeah. Yeah, how exciting. And you know what? Just the other day, I found 10 cents on the ground and I sort of scoffed at it and I went, you know, stop that. How does it get any better than this? Quickly.
yes.
Because whatever you find, if you have gratitude for it and then ask, how does it get better than this? But I noticed how I sort of went, oh, it's only 10 cents, you know.
Yeah, right.
None of you have done that, of course. You're all amazing. So this question here is the one that you want to keep on asking. What choice can I make today to generate and create money now and into the future? And you want to be asking that every day. And then 3 months from now, put a little message in your diary. So if you ask that question every day, what choice can I make today to generate and create money now and into the future? Because it's about creating your future. It's about creating your future. And if you don't create your future today, when you get to your future, you've got to keep on creating it.
Mm.
Can you repeat that one again?
Yeah. What choice can I make today to generate and create money now and into the future? Right? And I cannot recommend it enough because I know, you know, I send out gold gems and I know lots of people get them and they read them and they might read them once or twice. But some of them are questions you want to keep in your repertoire of questions. Because I'm always looking for the questions that are going to open up my life and then I send them out as gold gems.
Mm.
And it's interesting. And I do this too, is how we kind of go, oh yeah, there's another one. As if, you know,
Oops.
how can I make a gold gem be a gold gem? How can I make it on my emails so people know that I actually think these are gold gems? They're not just, oh yeah, been there, done that.
How could your 10 cents become a gold coin?
So I need to put the energy of something. What's that?
Multiplied.
Yes, totally.
Yes, you'd think after 20 years of asking questions that you'd be in a fabulous place all the time. But Dane's day 17 of 14 days.
Yes.
He admits that he got this email from a woman who thought that he was addicted and she would be able to help him. You know, that superiority stuff.
Oh yeah. Was she? Did she think he was addicted to access consciousness?
No, he's addicted to Corona, beer, and to
to beer.
And to vaping. He's taken up vaping, and
no, he stopped it now.
He stopped for 3 days.
Oh, is that all? Okay.
Together, but he had stopped for 3 days on day 17, whenever that was. And But he was admitting that he doesn't always, like wake up feeling sparkly and fabulous. And he has to keep asking the questions. I mean, he doesn't always get it right. But what he got from that was a gift from her. He then had a look at his addictions, and he went in, and he'd been a health provider, and he had all these supplements that he'd never taken. And he was addicted to buying these supplements.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Well, see,
So none of us are perfect.
see, it's not about being perfect either, because we're all on a journey into consciousness. And but if you have a look at, it's really, for me, it's about having a more exciting life, having more fun in my life, having a greater life, because like being retired and sitting at home and just reading books or watching movies is not enough for me. And the reason I look at Dane is, him and Gary have created, they've created a ranch. I would love to do that. Gary's created a castle in Italy, which is absolutely gorgeous. And I've got a calendar with all the pictures on it. So, it's not about being perfect. It's about having more fun.
A good question. How could I have more fun in my life?
Exactly.
What would it take for you to have more fun?
Yes, what
And
would
you
it
can
take?
ask, what would it take for more fun? How can I have more fun? How can this be more fun? How can we have fun today?
There's AC TV. They've got Access Consciousness TV, and you go in there, and it's a laugh. It's to make you laugh. So yesterday I watched Dane and Gary trying to roadkill 3 pieces of
Antique roadkill.
Oh my God! And he had the Trump bear, and that was going to be the next one to go at the next session.
Yeah. So how do we find that? How do people find that? Is that on the Access Consciousness?
No, and it's not that easy to find. You just put in it's actually ac.tv.
AC.tv.
Yeah.
Do you want to put that in the chat?
AC and the TV. And I think it's the ac.tv. Yeah. And there's a whole lot of, and you can post videos of you creating humour and laughter. So I guess.
I tried to get Shirley Liverona created she did some amazing YouTubes over lockdown. She was hilarious. And I said to her, you need to get those onto ACTV. And I wonder if I don't think she has, but she was so funny. It was really great. Yeah. So we've lost Waverley. How does it get any better than that? Okay, so is there anything else anyone would like to ask? And then we'll just right now I'd like to remind you to expand right out into the universe, push down your walls and barriers, drop your walls and barriers, and pull energy from everything and everyone. And I'll put the recording on here. And Tina, if you'd like to join us, you're very welcome.
Thank you.
For Free Tuesdays, and if you'd like to record it, I hope this has been of benefit for you.
It's certainly been an eye-opener, even just in this little time.
It's just something different, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a different way of looking at things. So Kimmy can send you the recording if you'd like.
Thank you.
And if you want to connect, are you on Facebook so we can connect?
Yes.
We'd love to see you.
Thank you.
And have a wonderful bars.
Yeah.